I spent most of my life constantly worrying about stuff. Now, fast forward to today, and it's extremely rare that I worry about anything, and when I do, it usually lasts about 20 to 30 seconds until I catch myself and stop. And cultivating that has made my life literally 100 times better. So I think if you're looking for ways to stop worrying and stressing, you understand the benefits, and I don't really have to sell you on it. But just to give you a very short summary, you can actually start having time to enjoy life. You won't be constantly miserable, and you won't be destroying your health and making yourself constantly sick. And I think that sounds pretty good. So, the two books that had a huge impact on me were Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now and Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, which I recommend everyone read. But today, I'm going to talk about 4 of my favorite ideas from another great book, Dale Carnegie's How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. So, the first big idea is ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? I remember the first year in college, constantly worrying about my grades. What was I going to do if I got a B+ instead of an A? Well, surely my life would be over and I would never amount to anything in life. Like, that was seriously the thought process going through my 17-year-old head. Now, fast forward 5 years, I was cleaning a few days ago and found my diploma in some weird place in my house. Haven't even opened the box since I got it, and will never end up using it for the rest of my life. That is a perfect example of what your brain does to you. It starts to freak out with uncertainty. If you don't clearly define the worst thing, your brain will find a way to equate you getting a B+ to you completely ruining your life. But in reality, the worst thing is never really that bad. I get messages all the time from people saying, "Hey, I'm really inspired by your channel. I want to start my own, but I'm experiencing a lot of resistance." And here's the thing, so did I. Your brain's default is literally to think, I will make a video. People will hate it. Everyone will make fun of me. People will get angry. They will come and burn down my house. Like, seriously, those are your either conscious or subconscious thoughts. What is the reality, though? The worst thing that will happen to you in reality is a negative comment. That is it. And it's the same thing with everything else, like starting a business or giving a speech. I have basically no experience speaking in front of large crowds. So if I gave a speech right now, it would probably suck. I might have stage fright, I might be awkward, but I would never refuse to do it. Why? Because what's the worst thing that can happen? It's not that the whole world is going to make fun of me. It's not that people are going to try to kill me everywhere I go after my speech. No, it's some guy in the crowd who never even got invited up on the stage thinking that my speech isn't that great. Like, who cares? So let me give you another example. Our washing machine broke down. Now, if I wasn't conscious of my worrying, I would have gotten super pissed off, right? That's the normal reaction to it. Like, I've never seen anyone saying, "Oh, the washing machine broke down? That's great. No big deal." Like, no, that's supposed to piss you off. Now you'll never have clean clothes again. Look, I spent the first 17 years of my life washing my clothes with my hands with some shitty Russian detergent. So what's the worst thing that can happen? That I have to wash a couple of shirts with this amazing coconut soap I have for a few days until the washing machine gets fixed? Or that I can't wear my favorite shirt, so now I have to pick from the 20 other awesome shirts in my closet? I mean, it's so ridiculous. Always ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? Clearly define the worst outcome, and you'll soon start to realize how ridiculous most of your worries are. Which actually leads us to my next favorite idea. The absurdity of it all. So I have a friend who's constantly worried about everything, and he called me and he started to tell me about all the stuff he's stressed out and worried about. And I said, okay, look, just stop. Carnegie tells a story of this guy in World War II who's stuck in a submarine and basically knows that he'll be dying in the next few hours. And he sits there thinking about all the stuff he used to worry about at home and how absurd it was, and makes a promise to never waste his life again like that if he survives. Now, that might be hard to resonate with, so let me give you a more contemporary example. People are having their heads chopped off every single day. Every single day. The only reason it's not you is because you were born in a certain place and they weren't. That's it. Now going back to my friend, I told him, look, here's what I want you to do. Every day, you will start your morning by watching somebody's head being chopped off. And then you'll go about the rest of the day. And he started freaking out about how he can't do that and how he doesn't like blood and whatever. Now here's the thing. I know that's really crass and morbid, but I don't care. If you don't worry about stuff,